Muy buenas a todos chicos y chicas, ¿qué tal estáis? Bienvenidos a un capítulo más del Let's Play de Greedfall. Y lo habíamos dejado justamente por aquí. Ya he terminado todas las misiones secundarias, he explorado un nuevo mapita, he hecho varias cositas, he ganado, he ganado equipo. Tengo una armadura con vigor que le he puesto, se la he puesto yo. He ganado, tengo una nueva capa, un nuevo collar. He puesto otro tricornio con probabilidad de botín de más 15%. He ganado estos guanteletes y una armadura que no puedo ponerme porque me falta Constitución 2, creo. Legendaria también, como este. Y bueno, he cambiado también a los personajes con equipo, es decir, le he puesto cositas nuevas también. ¿Ves? Ella tiene esta épica. Esta armadura épica también se la he puesto. Este todavía, lo único que le he puesto es el anillo divino. No le he puesto otra cosa, absolutamente nada más. Y por supuesto, me he ganado esta armadura también, que tiene pues el símbolo de los de la Alianza del Puente, con lo cual también me la voy a guardar. Y aparte, esta tiene este escudo también, que es el escudo de, supongo que será de su pueblo. Así que esta me la guardo con ella, por si me la tengo que intercambiar, y ya está. Con lo cual, hemos hecho todas las misiones disponibles. Mirad el nivel 16. Me queda nada, un escupitajo para subir el 17. Y he subido hasta aquí esto, ¿vale? Y nuestro siguiente objetivo va a ser subir todo esto hasta aquí solamente, y luego ganar 2 puntos para esto. ¿Por qué? Porque una vez que ganemos esto de aquí, las pociones nos las podemos quitar de en medio y tendremos una curación con maná. Y solamente tendremos que hacernos pociones de maná para poder curarnos, literalmente. Y luego fijaos lo que hace. La curación mágica elimina veneno, también se acabaron los antídotos, restaura más salud, restaura armadura, adiós a las pociones de armadura también. Y esto también aplica la mitad de los efectos a los aliados. Es decir, que podremos curar a nuestros aliados a la vez. Así que esto es muy importante. Igualmente, al 17 tendremos otro talento que poner, que seguramente puede que me lo ponga en vigor, porque literalmente hay cosas para saltar, ¿sabéis? Que necesita vigor 2, ¿vale? De hecho, mirad lo que pone. Aumenta la capacidad máxima de munición y te permite regenerar salud y maná más rápido. De hecho, al nivel 3 aumenta la capacidad de carga, lo cual está bastante bien. Lo cual está bastante bien que aumente la capacidad de carga, porque ya me voy resintiendo con 200 de peso, ¿eh? Así que sí, seguramente le ponga aquí un puntito para poder sortear cosas. Así que nada, vamos a continuar y a hablar con nuestro primo.
Cousin, you have returned to me. Your absence was sorely felt.
We don't appear to be in top form. A house intrigue's keeping you from finding proper sleep.
No, nothing to bring me nightmares as of yet. I'm blaming it on the change of diet. Now, tell me what adventures you've been up to. If you only knew how bored I grow behind these walls.
Vale, informar de los encuentros con los gobernadores.
I've been to the neighboring cities as you asked of me.
Tell me then, was your journey adventurous?
Well, I was able to gain audience with the governors, give them your regards, and glean some information.
I would not have allowed anything bad to happen to him, Your Highness.
Oh, it's just us here, Kurt. Why not continue to call me by my given name? Carry on with your story, cousin. I'm impatient to know what secrets our illustrious neighbors have discovered.
The Bridge Alliance believes that a remedy could possibly be found by studying the local flora. They are quite motivated, but their research expedition has gone missing and there is no sign of life. And since they themselves are under constant attack, they cannot spare a rescue party to investigate. The Mother Cardinal, in her opinion, believes the Malachor to be a result of a curse.
A curse cast by a demon. An evil creature worshipped by a cult of island natives. If you would allow me to second the request of our Mother
Petrus, no me caes muy bien,
we are in dire need of your help. Our inquisitors are hardly diplomats, but I should let you finish, my son.
They have started their investigations in a village where strange events have been taking place, but they're unable to get to the bottom of it. The population keeps its secrets. And Taleme hopes that we might help them learn more about the cult.
This is all extremely interesting. You have lived up to my expectations, as always. That said, we find ourselves between the rock and the hard place. The bridge is already in open conflict with the island natives. Taleme and their inquisitors... We're going to have to tread on eggshells, but let's follow all the clues to their mysteries. We need to help them continue their investigations. Perhaps one will lead us to something useful. I don't have a lot of men, as well you know, and since I only trust you among them, take Kurt and any others that seem useful. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
If you would allow me, Your Highness, I would be honored to assist your cousin on his investigation.
Very well, then. You could start by indicating the precise location of your nasty village.
Of course, Your Highness. I should have thought of that sooner. Allow me to mark the location on your map, my son.
Thank you. Have no fear, Constantine. I will take care of all matters at hand.
Anything else?
Pues no. La
I'm
verdad.
going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
¡Ole! Vale, pues tenemos un puntito, así que voy a colocarlo aquí. Y en talentos, exactamente, voy a ponerme uno de vigor para tener el segundo. Y aparte, ¿qué me he ganado? Ah, nada. Y tenemos aquí el culto demoníaco, eruditos y la batalla de las lanzas rojas, que la siguiente misión es esta. De hecho, ahora tenemos que hablar con Kurt. De hecho, ahora es cuando vamos a hacer cositas. Ahora tenemos que hablar con Kurt.
Greenblood, my friend. My contacts have spoken. I was able to discover the location of this infamous phantom.
Recordad que las misiones de compañeros sí que las vamos a grabar. Es como con Dragon
More
Age.
than ever. You know that I recruited Rayner. I want to know what kind of hornet's nest I led him into. I want to know what these madmen did. But I fear if I go alone, I might not be able to control myself. And I won't learn anything. I need the help of my best student.
Vale.
How can I refuse such a request? Well then, let's go.
Sí, por supuesto. Y creo que también hay otra cosa. Creo que Petrus también...
Ah, my child, I'm happy that you are here.
me da otra misión secundaria de su rama, es decir, misión de compañero.
Mother Cardinal for quite some time. She is a formidable woman, gifted and diplomatically skilled. I fear that your cousin might be a little defenseless when dealing with her and would like to give him a few weapons.
What do you have in mind?
Diplomacy is not only a matter of formal encounters and choreographed etiquette. If we had the means to action more personal leverage, the Mother Cardinal could not manipulate your cousin.
How could we ever find anything of that sort?
Everyone has nasty little secrets, my child. It's our task to discover Cornelius.
It is a very good idea, but alas, I have other problems to resolve first.
I understand. Come and find me when you are ready.
Pues ya estaría.
I'll see you later, father.
Take care, my child.
Pues ya estaría. Por cierto, si ahora...
Honor Manawi, do you need something?
No.
I must leave you.
No. Si ahora todavía nada de nada. Pues nada. Vamos a continuar con el vídeo de hoy con la misión de los compañeros. Es decir, ahora vamos a seguir con la de Kurt. Vale, parece ser que tenemos que ir para allá. A ver qué tal. Ah, por cierto, tengo que cambiar a normal, exacto. Porque me lo pongo en modo descubrimiento para sortear, para no tener que enfrentarme a bichos. Es decir, me lo pongo en descubrimiento y voy pasando de los bichos olímpicamente. Solamente subo con las misiones secundarias. Y ya está. Es básicamente para no perder tiempo. Luego cuando vuelvo a grabar lo pongo en normal, que es en la dificultad que estamos jugando. No hay ninguna penalización de ningún tipo, así que fuera de cámara me lo pongo en eso, en el modo más fácil. Pues no, coño, no bajes la cantera. Me lo pongo en el modo más fácil para ir rápido. Y luego para las misiones principales, pues en normal. Y ya estaría. Que casi se me pasa cambiarlo. Siempre que inicio el vídeo cambio a normal. Así que no me lo tengáis en cuenta, sino que básicamente es por ir rápido. Ah, es justo aquí. Vale, mira, pues tampoco... ¿Veis? Petrus aquí me dice: ¡ey! De hecho, aquí ya me venden cositas. Vender. Vale. No, coño. Madre mía. Vale, ¿cuál lejos está? Ah. Vale, ya sé cuál es. Por cierto, como veis, en este mapa lo he registrado todo. Es decir, ya he hecho todo lo que tenía que hacer, excepto venir aquí, que no sé qué coño hay ahí en medio. ¿Estoy saliendo bien? Sí. Estoy saliendo bien de aquí. O eso espero. Ah, pues sí. ¿Veis? En modo sencillo me hubiera alargado de aquí. Es decir, ni me enfrento. Pero en modo normal sí. No. ¿Voy recuperando armadura poquito a poco? No lo sé. Ya tengo que volver por aquí, ¿verdad? Es un rodeo bastante extraño este. Sí, porque tengo que hacerlo por fuera. Sí. Es un rodeo raro, pero tengo que hacerlo así si quiero llegar. Joder, con la música. ¿Voy bien? Sí, voy bien. Campamento fantasma.
I was informed of your arrival by my sentinels, but I didn't think it would be you, Kurt.
Rolf, you're the leader of this camp.
Do you two know each other?
We train together. We haven't seen each other in a long time. A very long time.
The world of warriors is very small, Kurt. What brings you here, my old comrade? And who are these people with you? They're not one of us?
My name is Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Captain Vasco. No need to comment about our distance from the sea. I know.
These people sure are important. So, what are you doing here?
I've heard things about this place. About this Very special camp.
And we wanted to see what it was all about with our own eyes.
That's very nice of you, but visitors aren't welcome in this camp. What goes on here is only the guards' business.
Does the same apply to me?
Listen, Kurt. I can give you and your friends some answers, but only because it's you. Anyway, knowing you as well as I do, I'm aware I'm not going to get rid of you that easily. So, what would you like to know?
Muy bien. A ver, el objetivo del campamento.
What is it you do here? And why is this place kept secret? Even from your comrades in the guard?
The natives have their magic, and we have to train elites to be able to face them. That's what we're doing here. Our role is sensitive, and our location obviously cannot be revealed to the whole island.
I see the reason for this kind of training. The Bridge Alliance would be particularly interested in soldiers like these. And yet I've never heard of this elite squadron.
We're still in the early stages of the program. We don't want to rush things. And our leaders demand secrecy. Orders are orders.
La organización.
This is a huge camp for such a secret location. How is it organized?
The main building is reserved for officers and the wounded. The front and rear of the camp are dedicated to combat training. But most exercises take place outside.
Impressive. And how do you manage recruitment?
Only the best come here. Those who have combat experience. Once they arrive, they're separated into 2 squadrons, each led and trained by a lieutenant. But you already know all of this, Kurt. It must bring back memories.
Yes.
Will you tell us about your training?
That's a sensitive topic. Most exercises take place in the field to get the men used to it. The natives' knowledge of the environment gives them as much of an advantage as their magic. But if you want to know more, you should ask my lieutenant instructors.
Actually, we found out about this camp while we were looking for someone.
A kid I recruited. Rainer.
Oh, I didn't know he was one of yours. My condolences. I was told he died in an accident in the harbor.
Don't insult my intelligence, Rolf.
All right. Since you're here, I guess there's no point in lying to you anymore. The accident occurred during a maneuver. It's regrettable that these things happen, you know?
We've taken up enough of your time, Captain.
I agree, and I have things to do.
I'd like to question your lieutenant instructors, if you don't mind. To ask them about Rainer.
You've become a real sap. Fine. But try not to disrupt the day's schedule too much. Goodbye.
I'm sorry. I couldn't contain my
Algo
anger.
guardan.
I noticed. Good thing you know this captain so well. I don't think he would have let us investigate otherwise.
I'm not sure it's a good thing, really.
Old barrack rivalries.
Rolf doesn't bring back good memories.
Rencillas, ¿eh?
But let's continue. I want to know what's going on here. Lieutenant,
Respectfully, Captain.
here is my friend, the legate of the merchant congregation. He would like to ask you a few questions.
At your orders. I'm listening, sires.
How do the various squadrons in this camp differ from one another?
The recruits I train are intended to carry out more subtle actions.
Sutiles, ¿eh?
Really? What kind?
I teach them how to blend into the background, understand customs, observe, and know when to strike.
That's strange. These skills are normally associated with assassins, rather than soldiers.
These skills are always useful, regardless of the enemy or the setting.
What kind of training do your men undergo?
I can't go into details, but they learn discipline and to outdo themselves.
You mean to blindly follow orders, even to their death?
But No, Captain. We also teach them to analyze situations, so that they know when to act to avoid risking their lives.
How did you become an instructor in this camp?
I have led numerous squadrons before, and I've trained hundreds of recruits on the continent. I worked with Captain Rolf in the past, and when I arrived on the island, he recommended me for this position.
That's very impressive. And I expect that you're familiar with the natives' environment and magic.
Yes, of course.
Muy bien.
Kurt, don't you think that someone this talented fits what we're
Menos mal que tengo, menos mal que
You see,
tengo
we need to
bastante
find
carisma.
someone who can replace Kurt to oversee my cousin's security.
Your cousin is a governor of New Serene, I've heard. It's a prestigious position. I don't doubt my abilities, but an offer like this, made so suddenly, must have a price.
We can't hide anything from you.
We're trying to find out what happened to Rainer, a recruit who trained here.
That name doesn't sound familiar. He must have been in the Shadow Squadron.
The other lieutenant's squadron.
Yes. I'm sorry. Haven't been much use to you. Did something happen to him?
He died. His body was thrown into the harbor to make it look like he drowned.
I guess it was one of your recruits. My condolences, Captain.
We'll question some of your soldiers.
At your orders, but please be quick. I'd like to get on with training.
¿Dónde bajo? Oh, por aquí, en plan así, venga para abajo, Jihu. A ver, tú.
Hello, soldier.
Captain, we need information. Your instructor authorized us to question you.
Of course, sire. I'm listening.
How would you describe your training? Do you train outside the camp much?
Yes, we do. Well, not exclusively.
Really? Yet we've been told that your unit specialized in actions over difficult terrain.
Yes, I think so.
¿Cómo que eso crees?
Yes, that's true.
Problems remembering things, soldier?
No, Captain.
What's it like in your squadron?
Very good. The Phantom Squadron is made up only of the very best.
Do you trust your comrades?
We're like 5 fingers on one hand, sire. I would trust them with my life.
You've sure got the military spirit.
Yes, Captain.
We've learned that a recruit died in an accident during a maneuver. Does this happen often?
No. Of course not. Only to those who aren't strong enough.
That's strange. I was told that this recruit was very talented.
I don't know what to tell you.
Madre mía.
It's possible.
Qué raro huele todo.
If you don't mind, I'd like to get back to my training.
He seems afraid that an accident might befall him too.
No, it's not that. I
No
just
que va.
don't want to fall behind schedule.
Very well. Go on.
Excellence, Captain.
These kids are scared to death.
Sí, están acojonados de algo,
His
tío.
answers about his training seem pretty dubious to me.
We can't hide the lies. Soldier,
Captain,
at ease, soldier.
Están acojonados por algo, tío.
We'd like to learn more about your training.
I have nothing to say about it, sir.
Really? Go on, it's not a difficult question. What do you do during training?
Is this a test, Captain?
No, it's not a test. You may speak freely.
Well, training is difficult, but we can't complain, Captain.
That's an interesting way to phrase it.
Hmm.
You're very united in this squadron. At least, that's what I've been told.
United. You could say that, yes. Until death.
That's rather sinister. Does the name Rainer sound familiar to you?
Yeah. Well, no, not really.
¿No?
You seem rather hesitant. Afraid of being reprimanded by your lieutenant?
No. Well, not at all. It's just that I can't tell you anything about Recruit Rainer.
¿Por qué?
And we're lucky to have the lieutenant as our instructor, Captain.
We should leave this soldier to his work.
Your name, soldier?
Wilhelm. First class recruit Wilhelm, Spectre Squadron.
Keep it up, Wilhelm.
This recruit, Wilhelm, in spite of himself, led on more than the others.
His resentment is clear. But he won't divulge anything as long as his instructors are nearby.
Huele muy mal la cosa, ¿eh?
Lieutenant,
Captain.
my friend here would like to learn more about this camp.
At your orders, Captain. Sir?
Huele muy mal la cosa, ¿eh?
Can you tell us about your
No
squadron?
sé por qué, es que, no sé, todo como muy secreto.
And in my squadron, they get even better. I don't know what else to tell you. They're disciplined, rigorous, and effective. Exactly what you'd expect from the best soldiers.
What kind of training takes place in your ranks?
Combat in natural settings. Combat against the savages' magic.
I'm very curious about how you train against the magic the natives use.
Now these are complex, secret maneuvers. I'm very sorry, but I can't tell you anymore.
That's a pity. It would definitely be instructive.
I heard the recruit Rainer trained here. What can you tell me about him?
Oh, he was a good one. He died a little while ago.
So we've heard. Your captain told us he died during a maneuver. Can you tell us more?
The training we do outside can be dangerous. Unfortunately, Rainer fell to his death in a ravine.
He fell.
During a simulated ambush. I know, it's not glorious, but it happens. I'd like to get back to work now, if you'll allow it, Captain.
Go on. We're gonna go talk to some of your recruits.
I hope that it won't take too long. We're all very busy here.
We'll be quick, Lieutenant.
Por un
The story
barranco.
about training against magic is a lie. This lieutenant has no
Sí.
idea what he's talking about.
So what could they be training recruits for here then?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I don't like it. Soldier!
Yes, Captain.
At ease. We have some questions for you.
Me? At your orders, Captain.
You look exhausted. Is training that rough here?
It's difficult at first, but you get through it. Taming fatigue. That's the key to it all.
Haven't you ever wanted to stop? You've never doubted your vocation.
I'm not a coward, nor a weakling. The strength of the shadow.
What is that? Your motto?
Our squadrons, Captain.
You seem concerned about your comrades. You keep looking at them.
No, not at all.
No que va.
Are you afraid of what they might think of you?
Absolutely not, Captain. We are all of one mind in this squadron. We are very united.
Since this is such a close-knit squadron, you must have known Rainer.
Yes, of course. But he's not part of the squadron any longer. He left.
Really?
I don't know what you're trying to get me to say, Captain. Rainer left the squadron because he was sent on a mission. There's nothing more to say.
Sorry, mate, but that's not what happened.
I don't know anything more.
Thank you. That will be all.
Thank you, sire. Captain?
Madre de Dios.
Lieutenants, report.
Captain?
Could you give us a few minutes and take us around the site? I've never been here before, and I'm curious to see what goes on.
I'm not sure if we can, Captain.
We are on duty, Captain.
Right, Lieutenant. Let's go.
Are
you coming with us?
No, thank you. I'd rather stay here. Take in some fresh air.
As you like. In that case, see you later.
Venga. Virgen, amigo.
Wilhelm, we need to talk. And don't worry. Kurt will make sure your superior doesn't come this way.
Why are you doing this?
We didn't think you'd say anything as long as she was here.
If you noticed, others will have too. They'll make me pay.
Even more reason to talk. If we have proof, we can take action and close this camp.
Very well.
Venga, 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 venga. Eso.
What's really going on here? We know that Rainer didn't die in an accident.
This is supposed to be a training camp for the Guard's elite. Only the most talented recruits are allowed to join. This is an immense honor, an extraordinary chance. That's what we're told every day. But in reality, it's just hell.
Tell me about the training you undergo here.
It's more torture than anything else. We're constantly beaten and humiliated, and the slightest complaint only leads to more blows. They even push us to police one another, so we don't dare talk. Whatever the orders, we put our heads down, grit our teeth, and obey.
All they leave you with is your survival instinct. Obey and die. It's inhuman.
I heard them tell you about the specialist training against the natives in hostile environments. But what they teach us would be more useful for assassins.
Tell
No.
me about the
We can't stay easy, so we don't...
All they leave.
I heard what they teach...
Esto.
As for Rainer, do you know what happened to him?
Yes. One day he just couldn't stand it any longer. He disobeyed orders, he fought back, and people got hurt. That's when things blew up. They summoned him for night training.
What does that entail?
It doesn't have much to do with real training. They call us up for it at the last minute. The weakest serve as punching bags for the others, who are encouraged to beat them. If we refuse, we too become the targets. So we join in. and strike. If you're looking to punish Rayna's murderer, you can start with me. We all have his blood on our
Hostia,
hands.
claro.
Thank you for telling us all of this. You should get back to your comrades.
I hope you can do something. Have this camp closed. Otherwise, I'll soon be as dead as Rayna.
We understand the risk you've taken. We won't let you down.
Thank you. Really. That was
Ya
truly
verás cuando se entere
fascinating.
este.
Captain,
I've seen everything I needed to see. You can leave us.
Yes, Captain.
Shall we go?
Haz como que abandonas el campamento.
Good. Willem has spoken.
What did he tell you?
He said the recruits go through hell. They're humiliated, spy on each other, get bullied. It's essentially torture. Rayna wouldn't stand for these methods. He rebelled and was summoned for night training.
Are you sure he used that term?
Yes, but he told me it's not really training. The recruits are summoned.
And the others beat them. Sometimes to death.
Ah, ¿y cómo lo sabes tú?
You knew about this kind of training.
Yeah. I thought it was a thing of the past.
Oh, él lo sufrió a lo mejor, ¿no?
Monster, how dare he?
I'm so sorry. I'm lost for words. Tell me, did you learn anything new?
I scouted out the site. There's two parts of the barracks we should look at more closely. Rolf's quarters and the basement, which they refuse to open for me.
We can't just barge in and hope they give up. What's your plan?
Let's wait for nightfall. We'll sneak into the camp unseen, search the barracks, the private quarters, and then the basement.
We might also try to find out where this night training takes place.
Yes. I wouldn't want other young recruits to lose their lives tonight. Especially Wilhelm.
Averigua qué esconde el sótano.
Strange. There's no one left in this part of the camp.
Maybe they're in the combat pit behind the barracks. I saw it when I visited the camp. Or they've already left for their night training. Let's find Rolf's office. He surely has the key to the basement.
Convocatoria al entrenamiento nocturno. Todos los reclutas que reciban esta nota están convocados al entrenamiento nocturno del soldado Wilhelm. Este entrenamiento no es opcional. Se espera que esté a las 10 de la tarde en el camino del bosque al norte del campamento. Cualquier recluta que no se presente será el sujeto del próximo entrenamiento. Hijos de puta, tío, lo van a matar. Qué cabrones. Malditos hijos de la grandísima puta, tío. Qué putos cabrones de mierda, tío. Ya se lo quieren cargar. Buah. Primera o segunda planta. Averigua qué esconde el sótano. Pues vamos a averiguarlo.
Locked.
Vale. Yo tenía... Mierda. Shit. Vale, vamos a hacer una cosita, ¿vale? Voy a hacer así. Voy a hacer así. Voy a hacer pim, 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 pim y pim, ¿vale? Esto se queda así. Porque ahora, un momentito, ¿vale? Pim, 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 pim. Me queda uno. Vale. Y habilidades, pues ahora toca hacer... todo esto. Constitución 1. Ah. Vale. Bueno, pues cuando pueda me la pongo, no pasa nada. Vale. No puedo, ok. Ah, por cierto, no leímos al gobernador Burham. Vamos a leerlo. El gobernador Burham es, sobre todas las cosas, un científico apasionado por la alquimia y la medicina. Aunque sus habilidades diplomáticas le han concebido una excelente reputación, fue nombrado líder de Hikmet y de los territorios de la Alianza en Tir-Fradi, con la esperanza de que, al ser un hombre de ciencia, lograse hallar una cura para la Malicor. A pesar de sus esfuerzos por atraer a las grandes mentes de su nación y entregarles todos los medios a su alcance, la cura aún escapa a su alcance. Su falta de interés y respeto por los insulares ha desencadenado una guerra de desgaste con muchos clanes, dejándolo en una posición algo delicada. No, de hecho me la voy a dejar así. Necesito Constitución 1. Ah, claro. Al 19. Bueno, un par de puntitos. Es que quería coger esto para la próxima habilidad, que será esta. De hecho, ahora tengo maná o algo.
This room. What could have happened in here?
I know the smell only too well. Fear, blood, death.
And to think I complain about the Normans' training practices, but this
Joder.
is horrific, Kurt.
Informe de información, capitán. Hemos entrenado a los nuevos reclutas, como ordenó. Sin embargo, algunos de ellos no parecen haber soportado bien la falta de sueño, así que se les envió a la habitación oscura para endurecerlos. Hemos sufrido una pérdida, pero la experiencia ha sido un éxito y aunque salieron un poco debilitados, se mostraban mucho más cooperativos que antes.
This document explains a lot. They torture the soldiers to break them. Rayner shows up on this list more than once. He gave them a lot of problems.
Those who resist too much are lynched during night training. Rolf, you'll pay for this.
Kurt, Wilhelm's name was added to tonight's training.
The boy will pay the ultimate price for having helped us.
We can't let them kill him. We must stop this training immediately.
The risk is that Rolf will ambush us.
If this boy dies because of us, I will never forgive myself.
Vale. Hay que subir porque hay que averiguar qué esconde lo de arriba. ¿Y dentro hay algo? No. Barracones. La llave, que no me hace falta. Capitán Rolf, le doy la enhorabuena por su trabajo. Ha completado a la perfección su trabajo hasta el momento y varios de sus reclutas fantasmas ya han accedido a posiciones cercanas a los gobernadores, como planeamos. El mayor Herman me ha informado de que ha sufrido algunas pérdidas, pero nada que haga cambiar nuestros planes. Continúe así y pronto estaremos listos para actuar.
This letter is disturbing, Kurt. It confirms that several deaths have been disguised in order to keep this camp secret. But it says that the recruits trained here have been assigned to governors from different cities. And yet I'm sure that Constantine knows nothing about these elite units. The conclusion of the letter also confirms that the commander is pleased with what's been going on here.
So Torsten knew.
So it seems. Including about the deaths.
He's gone too far. He dishonors us all. Sieglinder was right.
Carta del mayor Hermann, Capitán Rolf. Sus reclutas han llegado a San Mateus y cumplen nuestras expectativas a la perfección. No esperaba menos de uno de mis mejores estudiantes. Me he asegurado de que el comandante supiera el gran trabajo que hizo en su campamento fantasma. No me cabe duda de que sabrá cómo recompensarlo. Si los reclutas que enviamos a las otras ciudades son igual de eficientes, pronto será mayor.
You're a good captain, Kurt, but I hope you understand that they won't hold back on us.
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason with them.
We'll do what we can, Kurt. I can't promise anything more.
Pues sí. Bueno, ¿y cómo salgo de aquí? ¿Tengo que atravesar el barracón o algo? Tengo que bajar. Ah, vendí las de sombras, mierda. Yo lo siento, pero... Yo lo siento por los reclutas, pero... es que no puedo pasar entre ellos. En plan... a no ser... Dame un segundo. Dame un segundo. A lo mejor si me pongo... ¿Hay alguno que tengáis lo de la guardia? Sí, este. Me hace falta constitución. Claro, a lo mejor se llevará lo de la guardia. Claro, coño. Segundo. Tengo que hacerlo. Vale, a ver, lo primero. Obviamente. Sí. Y... sí. Voy a poner Constitución 2. Y aquí pues lo mismo, venga. Pam. Pau. Venga. Ya estaría, ¿verdad? Sí, ahora. Todo de nuevo, venga. ¿Dónde está lo de la guardia? Cambiádmelo, porfa. Ponte tú esta mientras. Yo me pongo la de la guardia de mientras. Vale. Vale, me hace falta fuerza 2. Ya me la pondré. Eso ya sí que ya me lo pondré. Pero mientras quiero esto, obviamente. Claro, es que me hace falta fuerza 2 para esto, obviamente. Vale. Notas halladas. Vale. ¿Podré ahora? No. Pues nada, chavales. No se puede. Lo he intentado, pero no se puede. Y eso que me cambiado los talentos ya 2 veces para hacer cositas, pero no se puede. Coño, es que esto es mío, ¿sabes? Esta es mi armadura. Ah, qué pena, tío. Quería ver si los podía salvar o algo, pero no. Lo he intentado, ¿Cómo coño? Vale, cágate una cosa. Es que no es aquí, ¿verdad? ¿Cómo que está bloqueado? ¿Y cómo coño entro? Bloqueado, ¿y cómo entro? Ah, vale. Voy a ver si puedo salvar a Virgen al menos.
Despite what Wilhelm told me, I wasn't expecting this. He's getting destroyed.
They'll kill him. We can't let them get away with it.
Come on.
Stop!
Let's see what you're capable
We
of.
won't let you kill this boy like you killed Raina.
Soldiers! Do you realize what you're doing?
Captain? But...
You shouldn't be here. This time, you won't get away with it. To arms!
Do you know what happens to those who die in this regiment? Their bodies are thrown out like those of rabid animals.
Vale.
If you die here,
Una cosa.
did you know?
Vale. 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 Puedo salvar a los reclutas, puedo salvarlos. Y me guardo la mierda esta de... Puedo salvar a los reclutas, vale. Si los puedo salvar, perfecto. Es que los quiero salvar, ¿vale? Sé que ya he reiniciado como 2 o 3 veces todo esto. Lo sé. Lo sé, chicos, lo sé. Vale, vale, no tengo los cristales de memoria ya, ¿no? No tengo ninguno, vale, se ha guardado así. Pero por lo menos he salvado a... Quiero salvar a los reclutas, ¿vale? O sea, es que los quiero salvar, tío. Quiero hacer las cosas bien. Sé que me está llevando mucho más tiempo de lo habitual, pero... Cojones. Es que quería comprobarlo. Digo, a ver cómo coño salvo a esta gente. Y se puede salvar, se puede salvar. Sí, lo sé, lo sé. Sí, vale. Intuición, éxito. Vale, esto ya lo dejo.
No one will ever know what happened to you. I doubt that's what they promised you when you joined the guard.
No. No, of course not.
A good soldier doesn't fight for glory. He fights to be the best.
Really? Then the guard really has changed. Did you recruits leave your families to end up lynched and thrown into a ditch?
No. You're right, Captain. We never should have ended up here.
Traitors. Cowards. Deserters!
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Hasta luego, chula.
Will you be alright?
I'm wounded, but I'll survive. Thanks to you. I'm eternally grateful.
Come, Wilhelm. We'll help you get home. We owe you that at least.
I'm counting on you to bring him back to the camp in one piece.
Yes, Captain.
Well then, let's go. We can't let that vermin Rolf escape us.
Vale. ¿Y ahora cómo hacemos esto?
Let's hope that Rolf didn't hear the sounds of combat. Surprise is our best ally.
You're right. Let's try to approach discreetly.
¿Cómo lo hacemos, tío? ¿Cómo y por dónde? Voy a entrar aquí, a ver. Abajo. O por arriba. Es que dice por arriba. No, claro, por arriba es ahí. Y por abajo, tío, tiene que haber un camino. Vale, creo que he visto el camino. Creo que por fin lo he visto. Bien, bien, bien.
Rolf, you bastard, how could you be part of this disgrace?
You know that this is how the best soldiers are made. Soldiers, grab your weapons! Death to the traitors!
¿En serio?
Stop! Soldiers, are you really going to obey these scoundrels? Do I need to remind you of the Guard's motto? Where is your honor?
I won't repeat myself, recruits. Execute these traitors!
Soldiers, listen to your captain. You are the victims of these monsters.
and we are here to save you. We're doing our best to avoid a fight, to spare your lives.
Well, what do you want us to do? We have orders, and we know what will happen to us if we don't obey. Enough! To arms! Attack!
All this bullying and
Menos mal
humiliation
que tengo
is
esto.
only intended to turn you into weapons, not soldiers. And when a weapon is no longer needed, its owner throws it away rather than risk injury. That's why Raina was disposed of.
Being a soldier doesn't mean being a puppet. Put your weapons down.
They're right, mates. I don't want to end up in the harbor. What do you think, soldier? You think we can trust them?
It's over, Lieutenant. These recruits won't do your dirty work for you anymore.
Congratulations, Lieutenant. You've trained cowards.
Their training wasn't finished, Captain. And the speeches were so convincing.
Silence! Where is this second squadron? Should have been here a long time ago.
They're not coming, Rolf.
They surrendered too. It would appear that your training methods aren't very effective.
Baja, guacho, baja, que te voy a reventar. Baja, guacho, baja. Te vas a cagar.
I've dreamt of shutting that big mouth of yours up for so long.
A bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Toma. Y hasta luego. Qué bueno esto, ¿no? ¿Qué me falta para...? ¿Qué es lo que quería yo? No me acuerdo. ¿Qué era? Fuerza, es verdad, fuerza. Porque yo tengo la mía, ¿no? Pues no, no la tengo. Póngase usted esto. Que yo necesito la que yo llevo. Y ahora usted se pone esta. Perfecto, ya estamos todos como deberíamos de estar, ¿verdad? Exactamente. Exactamente, estamos todos como deberíamos estar. Perfecto. ¿Qué es lo que tengo que hacer ahora? ¿Hablar con Kurt?
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
Supongo que tendríamos que salir de aquí, ¿verdad? Pues sí.
Yes. Yes. I'll be fine. I'm just glad to know that this camp won't kill anyone else.
What about you, Wilhelm?
Thank you for saving my life. Without you...
I hope you can forget all about this. This is not what the Guard is about.
I don't know if you'll be able to forgive us, Wilhelm.
I've been in your shoes on other nights. You didn't have the choice.
While we wait for this camp to close for good, you'll be under Wilhelm's command. You'll soon receive your transfer orders.
At your orders, Captain.
Glad it's you, Wilhelm.
You'll stay here for now. I'll send men I trust to come get you soon.
What do you want us to do?
I'll need backup if I really want to put an end to all of this. We must go see Major Sieglinder in New Serene. I need to tell her what was going on here.
Are you sure she wasn't involved?
Her? Never. She's old school. She already held the commander at a distance because she didn't like the direction the Guard was headed. He would have sacked her, or worse, if she didn't have so much support within the Guard. I should have listened to her.
There's no use brooding over the past. Let's go. We'll go and see her immediately.
Vale, vamos directos. Perfecto, gracias. Si vamos directos es perfecto.
Sieglinder, I need to talk to you.
What's the matter, Kurt?
We've just returned from a training camp. A secret camp, where elite soldiers are trained. Through terror, humiliation, and torture.
Don't tell me that.
Yes. One of my recruits died, and he wasn't the only one.
Hemos podido salvar a
It was
todos.
designed to create
Por
a
suerte.
regiment of assassins.
I am sorry, Kurt. I knew something was wrong, but I never would have thought it'd go that far.
We put an end to it all. We had to. But Torsten allowed it, even encouraged it.
I told you that the commander's ambition would end up leading us astray from the ideals of the Guard, and that we would pay the price for it.
Yes. At the time, I told you you were exaggerating. That he had his reasons.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to speak out, Sieglinde. And reveal the commander's project to the governor of the congregation.
If I were as close to him and his family as you are, I would have done so a long time ago.
I know. I feel so stupid for not having understood Torsten's scheme until now.
You've always been a loyal person, Kurt. And too many loyalties are sometimes hard to reconcile. But Torsten betrayed us all. I'm counting on you to make him pay for it.
Believe me, he won't get away with it. Goodbye, Sieglinde.
Goodbye, Kurt. My men and I stand with you.
Bien. ¿Y ya está?
Green blood, my friend. Do you need something?
Parece que sí, parece que ya está. Quiero dejar el vídeo. Si puede ser. Ahí está. Fuera de aquí. Vale. Voy a ir a casa. Que estaba... ¿Dónde? Ah, vale. Estaba por aquí. Vamos a ir a casa y vamos a dejar el vídeo ya justamente por aquí, obviamente. Porque es que si no, ya llevamos una hora. Se ha extendido un poquito demasiado esta misión, ¿eh? Ha sido bastante larga. Ha sido bastante larga. En el siguiente continuaremos con la misión de Petrus. Y luego pues con las misiones que nos correspondan. Así que nada, chicos, chicas, muchísimas gracias por haber visto este vídeo. Dadle like si os ha gustado, dislike si no. Y ya sabéis, si queréis apoyar esta serie, que si queréis apoyar al canal, tan solo tenéis que darle like a los vídeos, suscribiros, compartid, comentad y activad la campanita de la suscripción para que YouTube os avise de cuando subo un nuevo vídeo. Así que nada más, un saludito a todos y nos vemos en el próximo capítulo de Greedfall. Hasta otra, zagales.